Hello everyone, in this video we're going to look at the quick command window in VRMath2 editor. Quick command window is this one, and in this small window there are quite a few logo commands packed inside this window. First of all, let's take a look of the movement command, and these are the movement commands, and at the same time I'll probably bring the turtle fit screen so to show clear about the movement here, and I also turn on this grid. So if you move the mouse over the icons, you can see the command actually in a tooltip pop-up window. So this is the forward command. You can type in command forward or just short command FD, or if you click on this and you can see the turtle actually move forward, and same as this back or BK, and this is turn left and right. This is right 90 degree and left 90 degree, left one more and right 90 degree back. And the distance moved is 1 meter by default, and angle is 90 degree. And of course, if you like to change to say 45 degree, and then you turn right, and you can see the turtle is actually turning 45 degrees there. I'll just return to the original setting there, 90 degree. And for these commands, when you pressed, they are all collected in a history. So click on the history there. That's earlier that what we have done here, and then we can clear the command if we like here. And as I said earlier, these are the two traditional 2D logo. You have forward, back, and right and left. But in this 3D, we have more rotational command here. So this is roll up, and that is roll down. If you keep rolling 4 times, now it will return to the original location and roll up as well, roll down as well. And that is the tilt command. It's called tilt right, and that is tilt left. All right. So you can certainly use the command line. If this is TL, tilt left, for example. If you just type in TL 90 degree, enter, that will do the job as well. Now in the middle part here is not really the rotational command. Instead, they are only changing the location. And by the way, when you rotate, you didn't actually change the turtle's location, but just the direction. And here is a special set of movement only specifically available to VRMath2 logo. Say for example, this is moving up and this is moving down. And it doesn't really matter where your turtle is facing to. For example, it's facing that direction. The down is always defined in this world, is in that direction. All right, let's just go home here, and same as north. North is always that direction. It doesn't matter if your turtle is facing that direction, and north is always that direction. It looks like a slide movement. And south is the opposite. East is certainly that direction, and west. All right. But at this time, if you say forward, of course, that is the turtle's forward direction, and that's back. And if you rotate the turtle to face, this is actually west direction, and you can forward, that will be the west direction, and so on. And there is another command, home, here, quite often used, and just click and it will go home. So that's the home direction there. So these are the movement command. Movement commands include change of location, change of direction. Usually you only change direction and location in one command. One command is either changing location or change direction. There's only one command called home. It's possible to change direction and location at the same time, but that is really just the home, location, and direction. All right, I hope that movement commands are clear now. Now, with the movement command, we can easily draw things. I'll just turn off the grid for now. If we want to draw a line, then by default it's line there, and we can say fix in line here, and the pen mode here we can toggle to make it pen down. So at this time, if we move the turtle, then there will be a turtle track, and this is how we draw lines in the space here. And it's quite easy to clear the screen as well. And when we clear screen, it will return to the home location. This is actually reset viewpoint here, and also the pen mode will be turned off to pen up. So that is the clear screen. If we say do another pen down here and draw another square by forward right 4 times, and take a look of that special angle, do another right turn, so that's the original direction there. If we do a clean will just clean the object without restore the viewpoint. So we can do clean here, and usually clean and home is actually the same as clear screen. The reset function is when we reset scale, for example, and there are a couple of things, including the pen color. Say, for example, if we choose a pen color to green and do a pen down here, and then we can draw the color line that we chose. Reset will change that to the original default black color. Now do a clean and do a home here. So that's the pen mode here. Another one, useful one, is called next color. Next color on and off. If we set the next color on, it will automatically rotate the pen color during the pen down. Say, for example, if I do this, you should notice that the pen color is actually changing, and is changing according to the pen color palette. For example, just use the logo guide here, search pen color. Maybe one word. And the pen color here, that is the color palettes from 0 to 15. The next color on is actually rotating these colors there. If you turn that off, now it will be fixed to the current color. The current color is now orange here, number 10 here, orange. Anyhow, I'll clean the screen again and then go home. That will be original setting here, and I click reset so to change everything back. Now what I can do is also the points. If you do change to points, you can do this pen down, and what you can see is that the turtle will be just drawing some points, and it's quite difficult to see here. Maybe I'll change the distance to I'll zoom out a little bit, distance to 1 here, or if I change the distance to 0.1 and see how that goes. So I can draw some points there, as you can see there. So that's the point mode. Just again, clear screen this time, it's faster. We can also try the face here. So if we do a pen down here and start to draw, well, I'll do another one here because I didn't quite return to one here. So do a pen down here and its face here, say forward, and you can notice there seems to be nothing draw until there are 3 points, because 3 points is the minimum requirement for any face there. And you can actually keep drawing and you can see that you get a square, and actually these 4 points is enough to get a square face here. If I just clean here, and now this time I do a next color on and do a pen down here, say, it will actually create a kind of color, because every point has a different color, and it will draw on this face on this plane to be quite colorful here. Now, another trick here we can do is that if we don't want the face to be the paint color here, there's a command that you can access here. It's called PC off, paint color off. Now, if you set PC off, then the paint color will have no effect on that. If we do a face for now, and the face will be now become material color. So as you can see here, I create a square, and this does not follow the paint color. What it does is that you can click this object, it's selected here, object 0, and then you can do some material color here. And of course you can always do some texture if you like when you draw any face here. Alright, just clear screen for now. There are other functions here called jump mode, and this is quite useful. Let me do a demonstration here. Let me do this pen down and draw a face. And for example, I can draw a face here. Now, because I didn't click reset, so as you can see, it's actually still the material face here. Now, what happens if I want to draw a different face, separate, maybe another square meter up? So what we can do is that we can say jump on here. So when jump is on, then the turtle will know you don't connect what the next movement here. So at this time, if I say up here, you should notice there's nothing in there. So at this time, I'm just going to jump off, and then I can keep moving and create a second face there. So using the jump, you can actually create disconnected lines or faces using the jump mode here. Right, and when I click on pen up, you notice that it's only one object, and of course you can have pen up, pen down for one square, and then pen up, pen down for another square, but in that case you will have two objects here. Alright, so now the object 0 is selected, and so I can sort of choose a color there. Oh well, they are the same object, so you know they are all colored here. Another interesting command function here is that we are moving the turtle, but in case that we want to move the object that we created here, we can click this one, and so this time the object 0 is actually becoming your turtle. So if you move, say, forward, you can see the object is really moving forward and backward. And if you do a turn, it doesn't really change. Well, it does have effect because that is the center point, and so it's actually rotating like that. So that's a special function. If you click on the object, that means you want to use the movement command on the object rather than turtle. Now we can return to that So you see the object is now fixed there. So I think that's everything here in quick comment, and hope that's useful.